Welcome back. Josie McCoy, a well-known actress who had come to town to promote her new movie, made her long-awaited comeback in episode 17 of season 7. Veronica was the first to assist her in believing it to be true. After deciding to self-publish her book, Betty enlists the aid of Tony and Cheryl. Hollywood movie marathon hosted by Veronica, Kevin, and Clay. After deciding to self-publish her book, Betty enlists the aid of Tony and Cheryl. Hollywood movie marathon hosted by Veronica, Kevin, and Clay. Riverdale, Season 7, Episode 17 Review, Chapter 134, A Different Kind of Cat. A Different Kind of Cat was an enjoyable chapter that hit Riverdale 1955's campy flair. Episode 17 reveals the return of Josie, who is now a famous actress and singer preparing for a movie. Betty is composing the latest issue of her newsletter. She is quite shocked by Alice smacking her. She says she intends to compile all of her ideas into a book. Holding hands, Veronica and Jughead enter the school. Everyone is perplexedly gazing at them. At her locker, Veronica and Jughead share a quick kiss. Mrs. Grundy is impressed by Archie's most recent poetry and believes it to be the most accomplished work he has ever produced. He nods in agreement and promises to keep to his plan of action. Tony and Cheryl are working together to develop the pin-up photos negatives. Reggie informs Julian and Twyla about his liaison with Archie. Betty is concerned after hearing the remarks in the living room. Betty accidentally bumps into Cheryl and finds her pin-up pictures. Betty learns from Cheryl that she is the teenage Mystique after Cheryl admits to dating Tony. Betty suggests that Tony and Cheryl submit a tale along with some of their photographs for Betty's book. Cheryl is asked by Betty to take a picture for Betty's book cover. Jughead presents Veronica with a sketch of a seductive witch. Jughead believes that Veronica, the teenage witch, will assist him in upholding his Pep Comics policies. Hollywood actress Josie McCoy comes to see Veronica to make a scene. Josie confirms the rumors that her Broadway smash was being adapted into a musical film that Veronica had heard about. Before sending her work to the film studio for feedback, Josie wants to show it to a small test audience. As Kevin, Clay, and Veronica see Josie's movie, they applaud her enthusiastically. Josie could release the movie now, in Veronica's opinion, but she is cautious and wants to hold test screenings first. She wants Veronica to attract young, trendy individuals to the Riverdale screening. To demonstrate how cool Riverdale might be, Veronica intends to take Josie out at night. Archie returns to Twyla for another session, but she declines. Twyla is not interested in a long-term relationship with Archie. She advises him to locate another somebody who will be indulgent. Photographing Betty as a pin-up, Cheryl and Tony. To convince Fangs to perform with Josie, Tony and Fangs ask Veronica for assistance. Mrs. Grundy receives a crimson apple from Archie. She accepts Archie's invitation to attend the reading of his latest poetry. Mr. Fieldstone is presented with the witch comic idea by Jughead. He likes the concept, but he wants Jughead to polish and sweeten it to make it more campy. Betty is shown the images of Cheryl's pin-up cover shots. Due to her lack of sex, Betty feels like a fraud. Cheryl hands her a magazine with instructions on how to learn how to masturbate on her own. A pupil who is enamored with his teacher is the subject of a poem that Archie reads out on stage. Hearing the poetry makes everyone in the room uneasy. Great Balls of Fire by Fangs is performed to revive the energy in the space. Videos of Betty masturbating in the bathtub and Cheryl drawing the book cover portrait are simultaneously aired. Josie is pleased with how Fangs performed. She performs a number for everyone as Fangs plays the bongos. The spoken word work Josie's number has music. Josie consents to holding her Going Uptown screening at the Babylonium. Josie is invited to the Literary Society meeting by Tony and Clay. Mrs. Grundy requests that Archie write about suffering and describe his most agonizing event. He should not write about teenage heartbreak, in her opinion. Cheryl shows Betty her artwork. Betty adores the artwork. Josie shows up to the Black Athena gathering. Josie explains to Veronica her desire to have a major premiere for her film. She desires the full red carpet experience. Josie tells Veronica that she paid for the movie herself after learning that Lana Turner would have been the lead of the studio's intended adaptation of her Broadway success. Josie invested all of her resources on producing the film by herself. Josie admits that the test screenings were a ruse to persuade the film companies to release the film worldwide. Veronica pledges to host a sizable event for the premiere. The Babylonium is the location of the movie premiere. On the Walk of Fame, Josie imprints her hands in cement. A prominent critic is present at the film premiere. The reel burns as the movie opens due to a catch. Clay and Kevin scramble to fix the reel. While Kevin and Clay update the movie, Josie entertains the audience with a musical performance to keep everyone in the theater. Veronica reads Josie an early copy that she stole from the critic. The critic's assessment suggests that both Josie's performance and the film are successes. See you soon.